Somebody asked me the question about BSD, OpenBSD, FreeBSD, Berkeley Systems Development, and the answer is yes, I absolutely love it. The problem is that I just don't use it because Linux is kind of won the enterprise space, except for BSD. You probably know is used for networking software. I mean, there's this pretty strong rumor that it's some BSD variant that's inside of most of the Cisco stuff. Um, you probably know also that BSD is well known for its reliability. Uh, the team behind BSD is less likely to make changes, and therefore BSD remains much, much, much more secure and stable. It is a form of BSD that is running inside a Mac. So Darwin, some people may not know this, but Mac, which is officially, they paid millions of dollars to get this title. Mac is officially the largest Unix distribution in the world, and that is BSD Unix. Um, I really love it. There's a lot of people who stream about it a lot. Dennis Last Miles on Twitch. I would run BSD if I could. The problem is that the biggest problem with BSD is honestly, if you want containers, most of the time when people say containers in 2024, the term container is synonymous with LXC, otherwise known as Linux containers. FreeBSD has a thing called jails, but nobody uses it. I mean, in comparison, the statement nobody uses it is literally not hyperbole. It is very accurate. So um, there's a bunch of bloat in the Linux project and in the Linux kernel that I don't like. I really do wish BSD had a better foothold. But as you know, I'm a very practical guy, and I just want to use things that are going to get me what I want, which is usually a job or some sort of application that I need to make. So I don't like screwing around with random OSs unless I'm going to get something out of it. And as cool as BSD is, I don't have anything to get out of it. I don't. I don't. There's no way to even, test it without installing it on hardware. If I were going to do some sort of like build some sort of hardware device up and I was going to like maybe build up my own kernel or something, I would really strongly consider BSD over Linux, not just for the licensing issues. It would be, just because it's a better OS. I think it's way better. I think it's important to note too that many of the commands that come with BSD are not um, they're POSIX. So, for example, last I checked, and they may have updated it since then, but the BSD comes with um, it used to come with a version of VI that is not Vim, you know. And that's one of the reasons I have people learn VI instead because I want you to be productive on both systems. Last time I checked, it didn't have sed dash o dash I, so you couldn't, things like makedir dash p, which will create a bunch of directories, all the parent directories. Those are things that were added by the Linux project, specifically the GNU project. Yeah, that's the place where Stallman does deserve credit. And that's annoying. It's annoying to have to go to do that, to go back and forth. And I used to have to do that with Solaris back in the day, SunOS when we used that. Um, so that's the answer. I suggest you learn it if you want to. It's you need to not just stay with Linux, but if you're trying to focus on one OS that's Unixy, Linux and particularly Ubuntu or Red Hat are probably going to be your best bets for employment, which is the focus of the Beginner Boost.